Peace, brothers. I want to come to you tonight from the subject of sucker for love versus being ready to be in a relationship. Most of you brothers out there around my age remember that phrase, sucker for love. And that's a virus that really goes on in our community, and it's affecting our community. Because a lot of times when you're a sucker for love, you just rush and choose the wrong woman. Because you're trying to rush things. You're also always supposed to take your time when it comes to the woman. I remember when I was a teenager, I was one of the biggest simps. And I was a simp always up, probably to the age of 38, 39. But as a teenager, I was really a simp. And I always wanted to be in a relationship. And just like every other brother, I always wanted me a bad chick. Nice body. I was always a body man. I like a pretty face, but nice body, that was me. And I always wanted to be in a relationship. I always wanted to be faithful. Didn't want nothing but one woman. And I used to listen to all the love songs. Listen to Keith Sweat, Jodeci, Guy, Marvin Gaye, some of his songs, the R&B brothers, who make them great love songs. And think about the girl that you want. I was that type of guy. A lot of you brothers was like that. Some of you brothers still is like that. And as a teenager, that's how I used to be. I used to think about certain girls that I wanted, listen to those songs and stuff. So I was a sucker for love. But I didn't know anything about being in a relationship. I shouldn't have been thinking about no relationship at 15, 16, and 17. I should have been thinking about my schoolwork, my future, becoming a man, and what I'm going to do with my life once I graduate from high school. But just like a lot of you brothers out there, I had, wanted a girlfriend in my mind more than my priorities, what I just told you, my schoolwork and things like that, So that clouded my mind. And I wasn't focused like I supposed to be focused. Even though at a young age, I was sucker for love. And I should have been focused. A lot of us, our priorities don't be in the right place at a young age. And a lot of us didn't have fathers to teach us the right way and to show us our priorities. And that hurt us in the long run, So, like I say, as a teenager, I was a sucker for love and wanted a girlfriend real bad. And I wasn't focused on my schoolwork. I kept that as my main focus. So I got into the church at an early age 14. And, I wanted God to lead me. And my prayer was to him, send me a girlfriend, send me a nice woman, because I'm a good man. And I'll treat her right. And I'll be the man that he want me to be, that God want me to be. That's what my mindset was as a teenager. So I had the mindset like I'm a nice guy. I don't do a lot of bad things out in the street like I thought other guys did. So I thought that I was entitled to have a girlfriend and hopefully one day get a wife. because of the type of man that or your type of young man that I thought I was, you know? So I struggled a lot in school because I didn't stay focused, I didn't study, I didn't do my schoolwork like I was supposed to. And I had girlfriends, just like most of us, in a teenage age, I had a girlfriend and stuff like that, multiple girlfriends in high school. And obviously they didn't work out, for different reasons. And it was because I was a sucker for love. And knowing that I didn't have a mindset to have a girlfriend because of my age. And looking back at it, I was too young to have a girlfriend. Because when you say you want a girlfriend, a woman in your life, that's responsibility. And most of the time at 15, 16, 17 years old, 18, you're not responsible because you haven't matured yet as a man. You haven't became a man yet. So I was a sucker for love, my mindset. And once I finally got out of high school and I started working, and I still wanted to be married, still wanted to be in a serious relationship real bad. And I got mad at God. I got mad at the Most High. And I kind of lost faith. I stopped reading my Bible. I stopped praying because of the fact that I felt that he done me wrong by not sending me the wife that I wanted, because I felt that I deserved that. So I quickly realized that wasn't the right thing to do, because your arms is too short to box with God. You'll never win that battle. And I didn't go to college, so I worked and things like that. But I was so upset with God that I didn't do things that I was supposed to as a man. I was just working every day, doing just enough to get by. But I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to as a man. Save up my money, try to further my career, try to do better when it comes to priorities in my life as a man. I wasn't doing those things. The only thing I was doing is just working and then coming back home, going back to work, coming back home, and things like that. So the thing, it hurt me hurt me a lot, because I didn't learn the things that I supposed to been learning as a man. And a lot of things that I didn't know that I should have known in my early 20s. I didn't understand how to manage my money. I didn't understand how to manage my money. I didn't understand how to make money in a way that I can have things for a wife or a future girlfriend. So it was just a lot of things that I didn't know how to do that I should have known how to do. So it hurt me. So I finally got into a marriage, and the marriage didn't work. And I blame myself because I'm the man. The Most High made us the head. And So with us being the head, I blame myself for my marriage not working. And like a lot of you fellas out there, I married for the wrong reasons. I had finally gave up on God. And I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and just get married to the next good woman or nice woman, the next nice woman that I meet. And that's what I did. I couldn't take waiting anymore. And see, that's a bad spirit to have. That's the kind of spirit that I had. And we do that sometimes. We do things, because we so desperate and anxious to do things. And the Bible says don't be anxious for anything. So that's what I did, and my marriage didn't work. So see, I was a sucker for love. And see, I didn't understand that the Most High want us to be ready for a marriage or a relationship. You just don't jump into things. He wants you to have your own place. He wants you to know how to provide for yourself. And see, that's the way to go. If you can't take care of yourself and you can't provide for yourself, in my view, you don't need to be in a relationship. So I learned that now I know that you have to have yourself in order to be ready for a woman in your life. Because if not, she'll never tell you, but she's not going to respect you if you don't know how to be a man. And not only that, she's going to run over you. If things go wrong, she's going to throw things in your face. And it hurts you. It hurts you when your woman throw things in your face and you know it's true and you need to do better. Or certain things that you know you're not doing, that you should be doing, and she throw it in your face. See, that's the kind of stuff you want to avoid when you're in a relationship. Because when you got yourself together and you're on point, you got disposable income, you have your own place, you have a good job, you got your career going, you have something to teach her, you're a man of the Most High, because you need to have the Most High first. It's nothing without him. It's not going to last. It's not going to be strong. And I know some of you brothers don't believe in the Bible, but that's on you. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. That's just the way I live my life. And but yeah, like I said, you put the Most High first, and you have yourself together, and then you can be ready for that woman or that wife when you get yourself established. So being a sucker for love, you don't think about those things. And that's how I was. So that's something we got to do in these last days. We have to have ourselves together. So that's why I tell you, young brothers out there, if you 16, 17, 18, in your early 20s, that's my advice to you. Don't be trying to get in a serious relationship with a woman or a girl until you get yourself together in life. You get out your mom's house, you get your own place, you learn how to live by yourself. At least for a couple of years or so. And if you're going to college, stay focused on your schoolwork, get your degree, work, whatever you're gonna do, work, make some money, and then when you graduate, find your profession, whatever you're gonna do, and get settled, make your money, save your money, then get your own place, and learn how to live for yourself, provide for yourself, and then whenever that time comes, you have enough money that you're able to provide. If you're in a relationship or in a marriage, then you're ready to meet that special one. But my advice to brothers, I'm telling you, if you don't have extra money, you don't know how to provide for yourself, you don't have your own place. A wise man told me that. I heard that from a wise man. So if you don't have those things, don't be seeking to be in a serious relationship. Because everything flows better and smoothly when you're able to provide for yourself. You're comfortable in life. You got extra money. Your bills paid up. You're not struggling to pay your bills. Things run a whole lot smooth like that. Because trust me, our sisters out here, they always searching for the most part. Most of them are always searching for what's better. So you with that sister and she see you struggling, most of the time when she finds something better, she gonna ride with whatever she thinks out there better. Especially now in this society now. Now you might got a few sisters out there. It's far in between, but you might have a few out there that just don't care how much money you made or what you're doing. They still love you for you. It's not many out there. You might find a few, but it's not many. So my advice, I'll take my chances on having myself together and being ready. Because money, stability, things like that always gonna play a major role. I learned the hard way. So that's my advice to you, brothers. That's my advice to you. And it took me a long time to learn what I know now. And another thing, when you meet these sisters out here, don't rush anything. Take your time. Take your time. Because the Most High made you the head. The Bible says the man is the head of the woman. So don't get her to, don't fall into that trap when she's trying to rush to get in a serious relationship. Because if she's trying to rush things, that's a red flag. It takes a long time to get to know a woman because a woman hides things from you. They're very good at that. They're way better than us when it comes to hiding things. They're real good at hiding things. So take your time. You don't have to be in a hurry. It's too many women out here in the world to be rushing and get in a relationship. Just take your time. Because once she's trying to rush things and you end up marrying her within 6 months, a year, and once you put that ring on her hand, and you see a whole new person, and you be like, oh man, I should have took my time. It's too late then. And you can't be making no excuses saying that she fooled me because it's your fault because you didn't take your time. You have to get wisdom, and wisdom comes from the Most High. Getting into your Bible. I said, I didn't have a male figure to teach me a lot of things. I had to learn everything on my own. And that's another reason why the black man is at the bottom. The so-called black man is at the bottom. Because we wasn't taught anything. And then once we make a lot of mistakes in life with women, or whatever the case may be, and we experience a lot of things, then we finally learn that, okay, I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have did that. And sometimes whatever mistakes we made in our life was so bad that it was hard to overcome some things that we went through. The mistake was so big. So that's why I encourage you brothers who got kids, teach those children. Teach your sons at an early age, because he needs you. Your daughter needs you. Because a lot of us wasn't taught these things. Because if they don't know, they're going to fall into the trap that a lot of our young brothers are falling into right now as teenagers. So you have to teach them that stuff early. And that's another thing I want to say. My last video, when I was talking about having sex before marriage is not a sin, I was talking about when Christians go to that scripture in Corinthians, and they call that fornication. When Paul said that he encouraged a man not to touch a woman to prevent fornication, they go to that scripture as to saying that, see, God don't want you to touch a woman because he don't want you to have sex with her, and that's fornication. And I said that Paul was talking about a man that was having sex with another man's woman in 1 Corinthians chapter 5. I made a mistake there. Paul was talking about it was a son that had sex with his father's wife. So please forgive me on that error that I made. So that's what happened. And I said the wrong thing, so y'all forgive me on that. So that's what happened. The son had sex with his father's wife. And that's what fornication was committed at. So that's what the fornication was committed at. So I apologize for that mistake. But back to what I was saying, teach your sons at an early age, teach your daughters. And teach your daughters that the best thing they can be is a wife and a mother. And don't be like the other women out here. The other young ladies out here. Showing their bodies at an early age. Breaking their virginity at an early age. And thinking there's nothing wrong with being in 3 or 4 different relationships before they turn 25. The Most High never intended to be that way. But I digress a little bit. I don't want to get off the subject. But yeah, like I said, fellas, the main thing is having yourself together and understanding female nature. It's very critical that you understand female nature in these last days. But see, there's a lot of programming going on. The television, the internet, feminism. A lot of that stuff going on. And our women are being indoctrinated by that. They're programmed by that. So see, you have to put the Most High first. For you can understand what's going on. And see, most of these women programmed. So once you meet these women and they come at you with all this stuff, you have to know, hey, this is the type of woman that I don't need as a girlfriend or a wife. And I didn't understand that. You know, the woman's job is to make you happy. And if you meet a woman and she's not giving 100% to make you happy, then you just keep it for what it is right there. You just kick it with her, have a good time, and whatever the case may be, whatever you do. But you don't have to be in a relationship with her. We call ourselves a king as so-called black men. We need to act like a king, and we need to choose queens. Our women call themselves queen, but they don't act like no queen. A queen is a woman that's going to put you first. And just be honest with you, most relationships or marriages is not going to really work unless that woman mesmerized by you in these last days. Because women have so many options now. Every time they turn around on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and whatever else out here they have today, they got young men, older men in their DMs. And always another brother or men of the other races coming at them. So you got that going on when you meet these women too. So like I said, they got lots of options to choose from. So you have to look at yourself in the mirror, especially when you're trying to find these women that look real good and fine. And that big booty is nice. Pretty face is nice. Nice titties, yeah, that's nice. But you have to ask yourself and look in the mirror like, okay, what am I doing so great to make this woman want me? Because like I said, she's on social media. And she's getting no DMs. And most of the time, she's going to be casual with you. And then as soon as that one that she talked to or DM her, and it's that perfect dude, you're going to see she's going to slow it down with you. That's how most of them is in these last days, bro. You got to take your time, man. These women's about their options. So that's why you got to show the woman that, look, you got a lot of stuff going on for yourself. You don't need them. The only thing you need is the Most High. You put him first. Because if you do what you're supposed to do, the Most High send you somebody. So you have to show them, look. And not just telling them, and that's obvious. Don't tell it to her face that, look, I don't need you. Unless you just totally get disrespected. But you just show her just in your comings and goings that, look, I don't really need you. All I need is the Most High. And there's thousands of women out here in the world. And I could just kick it with women. I can just have concubines in my life until that special one comes. And if not, then it's okay. That's why the Most High have thousands of women out here. I can just deal with them accordingly. As long as it's in order, I'm honest, and I'm not breaking God's laws and commandments. And we went over that on the last video. So you got leverage, brothers. If you just learn the scriptures, learn, and learn and learn God's laws and do what you're supposed to, you got leverage. So most of these women you meet out here, no matter how they look, when they see you on your grind and they see that you don't need them, a lot of them is going to humble themselves anyway. Either they're going to humble themselves for what you looking for and what you bringing to them to the table and what they, how things should be and how you want it to be. Either they're going to humble themselves to you or they're just going to go on about their business. And that's what you want. And when they stop, they stop talking to you and they don't want to, proceed to get to know you, then you know that wasn't the one for you. But just because you want the coochie and just because she's so bad that you just don't want to let her go, you end up keeping her around, no matter how her attitude is. No matter if she want to follow what you bringing to the table. You already done told her, what you want out of life. That you want to take your time when it comes to, to a woman. You don't care if she don't respect that because you want to have sex with her so bad. So you continue to get to know that woman, and then chaos come out of it. And in some cases, in a lot of cases, you end up getting her pregnant. And then most of the time it don't work out. And then child support comes along, baby mama drama and things like that. See, that's the kind of stuff that we got to avoid. That's what society wants. They want the so-called black man to continue to fall in these traps. So we as my brothers, we have to be strong-minded. And we got to learn how to cut some of these women loose. The ones that not wifey material, we got to learn to just let it go. And just go to the next woman. So we got to be strong. That's all I have for you today, brothers. Like I said, subscribe to my channel, like, share, and we in this together, like I said in my last video. We have a job we have to do as men. The Most High put us here for a reason. And don't let nobody fool you. You can do this. We can do this. Don't let being a sucker for love bring you down. And don't let that enter your heart and let you make bad decisions that a lot of our brothers made out here. Till the next time. Peace, brothers.